I'm always like, I just want to meet a guy organically. Like, I don't want to do the dating apps. I just want to meet him in the wild. I want him to come up to me at Whole Foods and be like, hey, do you want to go get a drink? But realistically, if a guy came up to me at a Whole Foods and asked me if I wanted to grab a drink, I would be like, get the fuck away from me, you fucking freak weirdo. Like,
That's why men don't approach women anymore.
I'm just trying to food shop. Can women have any peace these days, you know?
By the way, girls, this is your sign to dump your boyfriend that does absolutely nothing for you. Guys, don't get it twisted, okay? Having a boyfriend never stopped me from hating men. Never. Not once.
I would rather get fingered by Freddy Krueger than have to ever fucking chase a man.
Having a high emotional intelligence is so much more important than having a high IQ.
Of course, ma'am, that's why there are so many emotionally intelligent, low IQ women on TikTok that can't find a man and have lots of cats.
The reason why I love men. Because they're such liars. They keep us on our toes. And honestly, it's kind of fun to be on your toes.
Here's the thing, right? Chivalry is sexist. It's a form of benevolent sexism.
I've just driven past my ex-husband's girlfriend and my whole body is just lit up with rage. She looks beautiful.
My favorite thing about men is when they call women gold diggers, like, oh no, like, she's gonna steal all my money. Like, have you checked your bank account, honey? Like, what is she gonna steal?
Okay, I'm done being a raging man hater right now. I just got done with the gym, so I'm back to normal. I'm back to normal, guys.
I am a little bit insane, but if there's one thing that I have learned about men, it is that they do not care. If they like you or they want something from you, you can't be too crazy for them.
That's not true, ma'am. Only simps and low IQ men would go for a crazy woman. Now, if they only want sex from you, then yeah, they don't care if you're crazy.
I find a guy that's like, it's a little bit toxic at first, so he like hooks me. And I'm like, yeah, I'm in, I like you. And then all of a sudden, like 3 months in, he magically changes into like a wonderful guy.
A good boy.
Yeah. But mine doesn't make it past them turning into a good person.
Exactly what I said, guys. They're trying to get Chad and then turn Chad into a simp. But it doesn't work.
So you just get through that like hot little back and forth phase and then you just get dumped or get bored?
Yeah. Well, I never get bored. They get bored of me. I'll be fucking honest.
But men are the problem. It's not her that is the common denominator. It's not her that is choosing those toxic men. No.
Quick update on the doctor who is 21 years older than me that I went on a couple dates with. He told me he was in the process of getting a divorce, which he is, but he forgot to mention that he has a whole ass girlfriend. Thug life, one wife, a mistress, and a fucking girlfriend.
Have you ever been called selfish for not wanting to have kids? This is why it's totally fine for you to be selfish, and if anything, you should be proud of being selfish.
Never be upset or angry about female nature. Instead, you should be upset and angry that nobody ever taught you these things. You should be upset and angry that your dad or your grandpa or people in general, you never had a man to actually tell you how not only the world operates, but how women actually operate when it comes to what they're attracted to.
That's why I made this channel. That's why I'm doing this video, guys, so you can see what women are actually attracted to, what women actually respond to, and how women's nature actually is, not how they say it is.
You cannot be bitter or angry at female nature because that's literally the equivalent to being angry that the sun is shining, okay, or today it's raining out, or today it's windy.
If you were to date a woman, would she have to have a job?
No, she wouldn't have to have a job. She could have a job, but she wouldn't have to have one.
What makes you think that way?
Well, I want to be able to provide for my future family and my future wife to the point where I want my wife to be intelligent so I can have conversations. I want her to be educated. But if she wants to raise the kids at home, 3, 4, 5 kids, then she can stay at home. I want her to have the option to do what she wants to do.
Do you think most women would have that same standpoint when it comes on to you as a man?
Absolutely not. As a man, you have to actually have value and you have to be the provider for the family, right? So it's not the same. Men and women are not the same, and our gender roles are not the same either.
I am dumbfounded, TikTok. How do we live in a society where the mom of a kid can demand more child support without...
My guy, what is happening with your hair?
...without working? She can demand jail time, passport rejection. She can destroy a man's life because her feelings are hurt. But a guy says, I will bear these burdens because I legally have to. But my kid likes horses. Can she go ride some? Or my kid likes rocks. I'd like to get my kid some science kit. And the mom goes, no, I don't have to let you do that. And society, for some reason, goes, yes, queen, yes, you take him for everything he's worth. And then it's just crickets when the dads are like, hey, we're just going to unalive ourselves because we haven't seen our kids and we're $100,000 in debt. Tomorrow is my daughter's birthday. Just like for Christmas when she asked for a hug and I flew out there to give her a hug, turned right back around and flew all the way back. Same thing. Dad, I just want a hug. I can make that happen, right? I can buy the ticket now. I can be there at 6:30, drive to wherever you are, and drive right back to the airport and get home at midnight. I can make this work. The only thing we need is your mom.
This is why I'm showing you these kinds of videos, guys. For the men that are thinking about marriage, think not twice, 5 times before getting married. Because if you choose poorly and you get divorced, this is what can happen to you guys.
Let's talk about the red flag label. After my last post, a few very kind people told me that I am the problem, that I am the red flag. That's why I'm single. But here's the thing. I am absolutely okay with that, because if being a red flag means refusing to settle for half-hearted effort, if it means expecting honesty and communication, walking away when energy doesn't match mine, if it means knowing my worth, then I will proudly wave.
Ma'am, you're over 40. You're over-evaluating your worth in the sexual marketplace. You want a guy that fulfills all your requirements, but you don't fulfill the requirements that guys your age are looking for. That's the problem, ma'am.
That red flag. All too often, women are told that they are too much, that they are too honest, that they are too confident, that they are too ambitious, that they are...
No, ma'am, we're just saying you're too old to be so picky, ma'am. If you were in your 20s, you are 25 right now, you could be this picky because there will be a lot of men fighting to get your attention, fighting to marry you, fighting to be in a relationship with you. But you're over 40 and you have more expectations than when you were 25, when all the guys were fighting for you. You want more from men now. It's delusional, ma'am. We're just going to skip this video because it's very stupid.
I've gained a lot of male followers recently, and I actually have lots of questions for men. So these are some questions for the men. Number 1, in the last 48 hours, the same man has followed and unfollowed me on Instagram 3 times. What does he want? Does he want my attention? Because he knows he's got my attention. Why is he doing that? Number 2, why do men in their mid-30s say that they want to settle down, they're all about this deep emotional connection, and that you bring out a side of them that no one ever does, but then their Instagram follow list is all 21-year-old girls? Do they just...
So he's following the 21-year-olds because that's what he wants to sleep with. But that doesn't mean that's what he wants to marry. Plus, ma'am, a lot of guys lie to you. They will tell you exactly what you want to hear to get to sleep with you, and then they will ghost you. So maybe he's just telling you exactly what you want to hear.
They just want sex? Is it attractive if a woman is interested in a male-dominated sport and probably knows more than, like, your situationship, your boyfriend, whatever, about that said sport? Is that...
I don't like sports. I don't watch any sports. So for me, if a woman watches sports, it's a very big red flag. But I'm sure there are lots and lots of guys that won't see that as a red flag.
A turn on or a turn off? Why don't you just tell us what you want? Are you scared of, like, rejection? Like, do you need to go to therapy?
Because women can't handle the truth. They all say they want the truth, but they actually don't want the truth.
Are we intimidating? I need to know.
Last time I was on here, I was with Keely Rose, who is an OnlyFans girl. And after 6 years of living together and being together every day, she left me for another guy. And it kind of...
Of course. You can see by the way that he talks, he's a very big simp. He's very soft. What were you expecting, my guy? Look at the simpometer. It's going crazy. You're a simp. Stop being simps. What did you think would happen if you're dating an only simps girl? What would happen? You will live happily ever after.
Came abruptly. I was very heartbroken about it.
You guys were married, right?
We were engaged and definitely loved her and wanted to be in a monogamous relationship with her and was monogamous during that period, even though she was doing things with other guys for money. And
so how are you monogamous? Oh, only you were monogamous. Oh my god, such a simp, such a simp. We're just going to skip this video because I can't stand seeing simps like this. Simps like this are the problem.
23, almost 24 years, and my wife told me just a few weeks ago that she's leaving me and she wants a divorce. And
I'm sorry.
Me too. And she won't talk about it. She won't consider anything.
My guy, you're talking from a phone, you're calling in a live YouTube video, or it's been recorded to make a video, and you're crying live. And you wonder why your wife left you.
Said there's no point, and that's it. And ever since then, it's been like waking up to a nightmare every day.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm going to tell you the harsh truth that nobody tells you. When you're too soft, women lose interest. Women stop respecting you as a man. If he's crying on a phone call, just think how he is with her. Women don't respect men like that. They lose attraction towards men like that.
Is this a grenade pin that she pulled out of nowhere, or have y'all been struggling? Has she been struggling personally? What's the challenge?
It is a grenade, but she has been struggling, and she's been struggling with perimenopause.
Okay.
And I've been trying to...
I've told you before, guys, go to a doctor, get her on HRT. I know a lot of you will say, well, there are lots of side effects. Yes, there are side effects, but what's the alternative? Do you actually know how many women get divorced because of this? I see so many guys in the comments, oh, don't do this, you can get cancer. Oh, don't do this. My guy, you can get cancer from everything, from all of the foods you're eating right now. All the chemicals, all the shit. You can get cancer from anything. Every medication that you're taking, everything, even for a headache, everything has side effects. Everything.
Do whatever I can, and we got her one of those tests, you know, and just she's tried a few things, and she's just wildly unhappy in general. And
She's been unhappy for a long time?
A couple of years at least.
Okay. All right. Y'all have kids?
4.
She just tired with her lot in life?
That's what it seems like.
Okay.
I need to vent about the dating scene in the UAE, and I feel like you've heard it many times from me before. But I was talking to this guy yesterday, and he seemed really sweet. He was from South Africa. And I feel like South Africa and Australia are very similar with their upbringing and whatnot. And yeah, we had a really good chat, and then he found out I lived in Abu Dhabi, and he's like, so far. And he said, like, enjoy the rest of your evening, and I was like, yeah, you too. And then he unfollowed me. Honestly.
Yeah, well, what's the point in talking to you, ma'am, if you're so far away? He probably just wanted to sleep with you, but it's not worth it to go so far. So he unfollowed you.
I think it's a curse being in Abu Dhabi, because I tend to like match with people that live in Dubai, because obviously there are not a lot of people here. And as soon as they find out I live in Abu Dhabi, they're not interested anymore. Or you match with somebody and it never progresses to going out on a date. It's just like a little pen pal. And I'm like, what is going on? It's 2025. Honestly. And then I see all these beautiful relationships online, and I know you can't really believe everything you see online, but it just makes me go, oh.
There are so many fake couples online. They portray themselves as so happy, and behind the scenes they're fighting, and then 2 months later you just find out that they broke up and everybody's shocked. Oh, but they were the perfect couple. No. They just try to portray themselves as the perfect couple.
Can't even catch a date, let alone be in a relationship.
I am at a loss as to what to do with my 54 male wife, 51 females request.
I think I know what this one is.
My wife and I have been married since 2001 and together since 1999. She is the most intelligent, thoughtful, caring, loyal person I know, and I've always thought of myself as fortunate to have met and married her. She is, even today, aesthetically beautiful, and men have told her this throughout our marriage. She has always shot them down. Earlier this year, she was diagnosed with uterine cancer, stage 1, and had a full hysterectomy. I was never concerned about the cancer. It was diagnosed early, dealt with quickly, and she made a full recovery. I took time off work to look after her after the surgery, and all seemed well. There were some, to be expected, emotional instances on her part, and although I am not an emotional person, we dealt with them together. After her recovery, she was insistent that we start living life to the fullest, and took a 10-day trip to Europe, followed by a trip to Belize. We also have a trip to the UK and Spain/Portugal later this year. I am fine with these things, building memories and crossing bucket list adventures off her/our list. I also understand that these are a result of feeling fragile on her part. She also took up yoga, swimming, and healthy cooking classes. I was fully on board until last week. Last week, she came home from work and told me she wanted a hall pass, a one-time opportunity for her to have sex with someone else besides me. She said that since her cancer diagnosis, her outlook on life has changed, and she doesn't want to be handcuffed from doing things she wants to do. She explained that there is this guy at her work, and she has always had some attraction to him. He is leaving the company, and she will never see him again, so this is the perfect opportunity to sleep with someone else. She said that I could say no, of course, but that she would, quote, be mad/disappointed at me.
And probably she would do it anyway.
For an undetermined amount of time, and that it would be confirmation of my male toxicity and insecurity.
Yeah. And whose fault is it? Why did you marry a feminist that has that mentality? Why? Oh, well, she wasn't like that from the start. Okay, how did she get to be like that? Social media? News? Family or friends? Why do you let her watch those kinds of videos? Those kinds of brainwashing videos from the left? Why do you let her hang out with feminists that you know there are feminist women that drill into her head all kinds of stupid stuff? Why? See, this is the problem. Women don't just change, as people tell me in the comments. They don't. They either were toxic and liars from the start, from childhood, because that develops from childhood. It doesn't just magically appear in 6 months, a year, or 2 years. Or they've been changed gradually by their friends, by their work, by their social media, whatever. Why are you letting her have friends like that? Why don't you explain to her that having friends like that is not good for you and your relationship? Because your family should come first before everything else. They don't know how to handle themselves. They don't know what to do in a relationship. They just blame the other person. Oh, he changed. She changed. She's crazy. No, my guy. No. It doesn't just magically happen. It doesn't. But people are ignorant.
Unhinged.
Is she on like pain meds right now? I mean, what?
I don't consider myself to be toxic, and if not wanting your wife of 20 plus years to have sex with someone else is insecure, then I guess I'm insecure. I told her that I appreciated her talking to me about this, but approval...
By the way, guys, just because he's writing this on the internet, his story, It's clear he wants help because he doesn't know what to do. Why are you getting in relationships if you don't know what to do? Why? Because you are the one that will get hurt in the end. This is why I'm doing my videos. So you understand women's nature, so you understand what to do in a relationship, how to talk, how to behave, so you don't end up like this guy here.
Via coercion is not approval. I also said that I do not appreciate her language in describing my, as of yet, unknown reaction to this very large issue that could affect the rest of our marriage/life.
Hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.